Hi guys, how's it going? Captain Foley here with you for another hangout. Um, it's Sunday evening. It's Sunday afternoon, and there's nothing going on. No, Sylvia and I had a nice relaxing Sunday, and I thought, why not come on here and chat with you guys? So here I am. So we're here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Anything goes. I do want to point out though that I will be doing a captain's log this upcoming week with a captain's Q&A. You guys asked a lot of great questions. Um, Before that, it closed out on Friday. So I got all the questions and everything ready to go. So I'll be answering those and doing a video for you guys coming out soon. So, like I said, probably Friday. Um, so this is a good time to just chat about whatever and you know, hang out. So chat, give me something to talk about. And yes, guys, everybody hit like. We got 14 people watching with 10 likes, which is awesome. So keep it up. Rex Trek. Well, I'm loving Lower Decks. Can't believe the finale is next week. I know, it's this week, this upcoming week, Thursday, which is a bit of a shame. As you said, can't believe it's here already. It's been a nice palate cleanser from Picard and Discovery, and I really, I'm looking forward to the next season of Discovery, but I've really enjoyed Lower Decks, and I'm hoping for. I can't wait for more Lower Decks. So hopefully they get another season or two. Um, yeah. So let's see. You have summoned the Olivia, or summed. You have summoned the Olivia. I don't know what that means. I think you mean summoned, though. See, I automatically went to correcting it. Geekicidal tendencies. Do you think Dune will get pushed 2021? Probably. I think a lot of things have already been, and I think a lot more things will be before we, get kind of settled from this COVID thing. I really want it to be over. I'm so sick and tired of it and wearing masks. And I know just because I'm sick and tired of the virus and the pandemic doesn't mean that it's going to go away. But still, yeah. Judge 1981, any new stuff for Teespring? No. And that's something I should probably do. I should probably go and create a few more things, especially considering I think they have masks and stuff now, and I think Trekyards masks might be popular. But I have not had the time, desire, energy, whatever to do that. So, no is my guess or my answer. Libby Julius, how much snow did you get up there? Winter is among us. We got absolutely no snow here, so don't know what you're talking about. It is rainy and kind of shitty today, but it's not snowy at all. Captain Casey Stewart, Captain, did you catch the ship angles when the Klingon ship decloaked in front of the Cerritos? Very Star Trek 3. Oh, absolutely, yeah. And even the one time we did see a bird of prey in one of the other episodes, it was very much Star Trek 3-ish. So, Piano Dean, greetings, Captain Foley. Hope all is well. Can you recommend any really good Trek novels? Absolutely, the Vanguard series. There's a series called Vanguard, which talks about Vanguard Station, a series of novels set in the TOS era, and the Vanguard series is great. They've got a little ship, and it's kind of like, I was gonna say it's kind of like Deep Space Nine, but it's not at all actually. Because it is in the TOS era. It's really great characters, really great writing. I've only read probably three of the novels in the series. I'm not sure how many there are now at this point. There's quite a few. But I do have them all, and I intend to read them at some point. And considering all the books I have behind me, most of which I haven't read, I'm going to be reading a lot once I get time, if I ever do get time. This is kind of like my retirement plan, hopefully. But that being said, I got TV shows and movies and stuff I have to watch that I also haven't had time for. So there is that. And Piano Dean, I need to work with you to try to get Captain Foley opening theme song. Would be great. Not only Captain Foley, but a Trekyards one separate. I really want a Captain Foley one for my Captain Foley personal channel and just these live hangouts and stuff, or my captain's logs. So Piano Dean, we need to work together. I don't know how much you charge. If you what you charge, let me know, because I would be interested in that. I think I am going to go into the other room for just a second and be right back because I need to grab a light because I think I need a little more light on this side. So hold on. There we go. Let's see. Here. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably a bit better. Captain or Brian Kesterson, Cap, did you ever read any of the Robert E. Howard short stories or any of the other Conan books when you were younger? No, I don't think I've read any of the Conan books. That being said, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think I'd rather enjoy them, but I have not, no. Clivoid throws in a $5 super chat. Awesome. Thank you very much, my friend. It says, keep it up. Little pair working the weights. So let's see. 35 people here, which is awesome, guys. Thank you for coming and joining me. Have a question, put it in the chat. But only 22 likes. Hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. If you can super chat, please do. That would be great. And just so you guys know, too, there will be a special edition Captain's Log coming out before Friday, probably, because London Comic Con did kind of happen this weekend. It was an outdoor market. It wasn't really a Comic Con, but it was put on by the same people as a way to kind of get some kind of gathering of people together. So Sylvia and myself did attend that, so there will be some video talking about that at some point, because we did get quite a few videos and things from the event, and it was just a fun time, and it was kind of give you guys a taste of the convention thing, which we've all been lacking. So stay tuned for that, and then I think next Friday will be my my captain's log with my Q&A captain's log. So just need to adjust this chair a little bit. George Magram, is it true that Disco Season 4 started filming in Toronto? Any sightings of SMG or the cast? What's SMG? As far as I know, it's just rumor that they've started. I haven't got any confirmation on that. I mean, there are people I could ask, but I doubt very much they'd tell me. They'd say, you know, I can't tell you that, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. But I honestly don't know. Hold on. I got a incoming message I need to address. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Donnie Pearson. Is it Donnie Pearson's birthday? Somebody, Squadron Course, is saying happy birthday at Donnie Pearson. Did I miss that? Happy birthday, Donnie, if it is your birthday. If not, I apologize. Let's see. Brian Kesterson. Hello, Donnie. How has your day been? I put in hay for my horses today. Commander Chuck, just watched Trek Central live. It was great. I'm doing good. Very good. Squadron Course, I'm doing great. Passed the motorcycle license test today. Awesome. Congratulations. Harrison Wells, Captain Foley, would you be interested in a show like DS9 around Earth space dock called Star Trek Space Dock? that might be kind of neat. I'd like to see the ins and outs and daily operation of Space Dock. I think that'd be actually absolutely kind of a cool idea. So yes. Um, Olivia Julius, sophistication, these sophistication of your library is just way too much. I think you mean the sophistication? I'm confused. Ugh. And hopefully it's not too, almost too bright now, isn't it? Or maybe not, I don't know. There, that's actually better. Venom Geek Media 98. Have you guys considered doing an episode on the Romulan Kirchon class? I'd have to look it up, but probably. I mean, there's a lot of FASA ships and other ships that we'd like to explore. So yes, probably. We've probably thought about it or something of the sort. Squadron Course, a show set on Space Dock would be really cool. Debo77X, my Panthers won their game with the Cardinals. Captain Casey Stewart, yes, a Space Dock show. Tom has joined the channel at the rank of Commander. Welcome, Commander. Welcome aboard. Please report to the bridge immediately for your debriefing. Looking forward to having you on board, so thank you. Judge 1991, hello and welcome aboard, Tom. Squadron Course, all this good cheer reminds me of 2019, lol. George Magnum, SMG, Saniqua Martin Green. Yeah, haven't heard of any sightings in Toronto or anything, so don't know. Kuklud? Is Strange New Worlds still slated for production in December? As far as I know, nothing's changed on that in that regard. But again, we don't have any specifics either way, so we're not going to report on anything like that. But as far as I know, nothing's changed. Geekicidal tendencies. If they started filming Disco season 4, why would it be a secret? Ridiculous. It wouldn't be a secret necessarily. Yeah. Donnie Pearson, thank you, Cap. No problem. Tomorrow does mark my birthday. It is already tomorrow in Australia and New Zealand. Oh, okay. Donnie Pearson, woo, 30 likes. Let's double them. Better yet, let's triple them. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Springtime. Trekyards, how can you be a mariner and not a Tendy? How can you be a mariner and not a Tindy? She is so cute. How can you be a mariner? What? I think Mariner's sexy and cute, and so's Tendy, but I don't know. I mean, Tendy looks great in her Orion's pirate uniform. That was sexy. But overall, just the hairstyle and stuff and the freckles makes her look a little bit younger, I think. And I really thought that I thought I'd be more of a Tendy fan personally, but Mariner really impressed me in that one episode. And since then, I've kind of been, she looks good. So does Tendy, though. So this last episode really pointed that out, too. So I do like them both. I always have, but I've never not been a Tendy fan. I just thought I'd like her a little bit more. Plus, we haven't really seen much of her, any stories of her specifically. So we need to get more information on her character. But Clivoid, what feel do you want for an intro and then a website? I'm not sure. Like, there's a few different ones I wouldn't mind. An upbeat one, an energetic one, kind of a blasé one. There's a few that I'd kind of like just to be able to mix it up depending on what the specific log is about. So, Olivia Julius, by the way, you got good timing. I just stopped driving for the day and was starting to do paperwork. So I'm distracting you from your paperwork, your homework. So I apologize. Judge 1981, can I ask for advice on a model ship? Absolutely, you can. Anytime. Donnie Pearson, my young brother bought me a few gifts, including a United Airlines logo t-shirt. The one with the Tulip U and the 2004 typeface. Cool. Venom Geek Media 98, an episode on the Bajoran, not sorry, on the Cardassian Ikur would also be cool. It's an obscure but awesome design. Yeah, these I'd have to look up. Chances are I've seen them, and maybe Samuel and I have talked about it. Maybe it's on the list for things that we'd like to do. I'm not sure, but there would definitely I would have to take a look and see if it was one that we've looked at before. Cade MacArthur, I'm creating an alternate history where Canada is communist. Any ideas for my alternate history project? No. No. I just don't have any ideas. Sorry. Brian Casherson, Judge 1981. My advice is marry her. Oh, wait. You said model ship. Danny Pearson, my current United model is made of plastic, while my old one is made of wood, if I remember correctly. Dystopian guy, why did Kurt cross the road? Because he can. Danny Pearson, either that or the old B7 or B747 model I used to own was one made of plastic, or maybe both of plastic and wood. Captain Casey Stewart, Captain, have you ever been on a geared steam train? Geared steam train. What do you mean by geared? I have been on a steam train. Nothing big. It was a smaller one, kind of like a one for like a little amusement park thing, which was actually steam powered, which was kind of neat. But never been on a big one, and I don't know what you mean about geared specifically, but. Commander Chuck, Starfest rescheduled for April 2021. I hope it happens. I really miss the in-person celebrities. Yeah, I was scheduled to go to Starfest this year, actually, to do a panel and have a table. And unfortunately, it did get canceled, so. Squadron Course, if you marry a model ship, people will think you're strange. But on the plus side, if is the model ship probably won't mind if you want to have several others. Hey Raj, how's it going? Judge 1981. Model ship, Polar Lights, Space Seed Edition. I broke some parts pressing them together. Should I get another one and just start over? Which parts did you break? Were they part of the Botany Bay or were they part of the Enterprise? Yeah, let me know which parts they were, and I'll give you some advice if I can. Harrison Wells, Cap. When Airwolf episode? Just curious. The Airwolf episode for Trekyards? I have no idea. I would love to do one. It's in my list of things to do. However, Samuel just sees it as a helicopter. He does not see it as a sci-fi thing. Even when we did Kit, he didn't see Kit as being a sci-fi thing. It was just a car. So. Yeah, we have not filmed an Airwolf video. I would like to, though. I think Airwolf definitely deserves a look at, considering it also was designed by Andrew Probert, who designed, who did the finishing touches on the refit Enterprise, and also did the design for the Enterprise D. So it's definitely sci-fi, in my opinion. So that's one we will hopefully get to at some point. Squadron Course throws in $2. Thank you very much, Squadron Course. A little low on cash, but here's a few bucks anyway. Well, thank you. If you're low on cash, don't feel obligated, and you don't have to, throw us a super chat. We really appreciate it, but you definitely don't have to. We don't want to put anybody out. Donnie Pearson, I was referring to my past and present airlines model planes. Gotcha. George Mangrum, how do you feel with the Enterprise Christmas tree topper? I've been going back and forth on buying it. The Mir Ahura ornament came out yesterday. I have the tree topper. I've been saying I need to do a review of it, and I have not done that yet. It's probably something else that'll be included in my captain's logs now that I'm starting to hopefully get back in my captain's logs on a regular basis. I think it's kind of great. I've got it plugged in the other room, in the ready room. all the time as just a display piece because it's so fantastic. And that's one of the things. Really, really, battery's dead. That's one of the things I love about Hallmark stuff is the fact that it can be displayed all year round, most of it. So I think the tree topper is great, and if you can pick one up, do it. Is it worth the money? It's probably a little overpriced, but if you have the money and you want to get it, get it. Hold on a second, I need to get a new battery. Or I need to get a goddamn adapter, power adapter for this light. I don't need to rely on batteries. But, oh well. All right, let's continue from where we were. But yeah, I would say grab the Christmas tree, the Hallmark tree topper. It's very cool, and it is pretty accurate as far as the Enterprise goes. So plus the lighting's really great. Springtime. Have you ever thought about building a hypothetical Royal Canadian Air Force F-14? I have not. It would look exactly the same, just with different markings. So just designing different markings for it, I mean, that's something that I think would be kind of cool. And sure, I would now consider it. Just one that never really crossed my mind. Captain Casey Stewart, geared steam trains, example, the Shea, Climax, and Hessler. I would have to look those up. Judge, 1981. The solar panels on the Botany Bay, both clearance lights in the saucer, and somehow got the wrong nacelles in the wrong way. I would say just get a new kit at that point. The solar panels on the Botany Bay are a little tricky. Mine broke too, but I managed to fix them. And there is a video of me building that where I go through talk about the process. And that's on the Trekyards and the Captain Foley personal channel. So just type in Trekyards and or Captain Foley and then Botany Bay model build, and you'll see that. So hopefully that can help you. But I'd say if there's that many problems, I would get a new kit. Optimist Prime. Hey Cap, what did you think of Q on Lower Decks? I wish he had a whole episode. He was very un-Q-like, and even though it was voiced by John Delancey, didn't sound like John Delancey for the majority of it, which is a bit of a shame. I would like to see a more Q-focused episode where it's basically all Q just messing around the whole time, but he needs to get out of his voice animation voice and just go to his regular John Delancey voice, because he did not sound like Q. So there's that. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed by it, but at the same time I was happy because from what we had heard, it was his cameo was just going to be one line, but it was actually a little bit more than that, so that was great. But it was kind of stupid. But it's Lower Decks. It's fine. Olivia Julius, I gotta go. I need yummy substance to nurture me. Well, go get your sustenance. Scottish Jackie throws in an amazing 10 pounds. Hey, Captain Foley, I have a question for you. Do you think my channel is way off and boring? A person messaged me earlier today saying my channel sucks. My advice to you, Scottish Trekkie, is to just ignore these people. We get that kind of shit all the time. We get comments that say we don't know what we're talking about and whatever, that, we shouldn't be making videos. We've got shit like that all the time since the beginning. And it bothers you. It does. Those are the ones you remember. You don't remember all the positive messages. You just focus on the negative stuff. So just ignore that. Do I think your channel's boring? No. I mean, you have pretty interesting reviews. I have to admit I haven't watched everything on your channel, but the stuff I have watched I've enjoyed, like where you go through your collection of Eaglemon ships and stuff. I would say just ignore these people. And I'm sure anybody on here will tell you the exact same thing. It's something you just need to brush aside and keep going with doing what you're doing, doing what feels right. Don't let people bully you. Don't let people tell you what to do. If 99 people say it's awesome and one person says it sucks, you're going to focus on the one that said it sucks. Don't do that. As much as I do it myself, it's human nature to do that. Just don't. I'm trying to help you out there. Just focus on doing what you do and what you enjoy doing, and just do not let people bully you around, or, you know, it's one of the reasons though that I don't read the comments, like all the comments for all of our videos anymore. We used to read them all. We used to like them all. We used to comment on them all. But then you get the negative ones, and just reading it some days in certain moods ruins your day, ruins your interactions with other people, and it shouldn't be like that. So I've stopped doing that. Just do some lives like this, honestly, because the people that come to your lives are the people that love you and will want to talk to you and hear from you. And, you know, if there's somebody being an asshole, you have the power to just hide the user on the channel so they can't comment on anything, and you don't have to worry about their bullshit anymore. So that would be my suggestion. Just keep doing what you're doing and try to make it better each time if you can. Just try to better yourself each time. And yeah, that's my advice. Hope that helps. Brian Kesterson, Judge 1981, kit bash battle damage is a possibility. Oh yeah, there's so many possibilities with other kits. Just get another kit, build some kind of funky battle damage thing or alternate universe thing. And Raj says, at Scottish Trekkie, your channel does not. It's a good channel. Well, there you go. Judge 1981, I feel like a dork for breaking stuff. Everyone does it. Like I said, I broke the solar panels of that. Those are flimsy, small little parts. And you don't feel like a dork for breaking stuff. It happens. Power 543. Hey buddy, how's it going? I still love that background. Haha. I'm glad it's going to be getting better soon, because like I said, we're getting more bookshelves. There'll be more variety to do stuff. But I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Samuel. Good to see you. And hopefully you're having a good weekend as well. Scottish Trekkie, thank you, brother, so much. Mark Philippi, I felt kind of let down by Q and Lower Decks. Yeah, I mean, if you had it built up in your mind that it was going to be a Q episode and focused around him, of course it's going to be a letdown, and you shouldn't let that kind of thing jade you going into it. You know, when you hear that somebody's going to be in an episode, don't expect it to be focused on them. They're going to focus on the main crew or the characters from the show, and anybody that's coming into it is likely going to be a cameo. So don't get your hopes up about things like that. Squadra Course, at Scottish Trekkie, don't let the haters bring you down. If someone gives specifics, improve, but just saying they hate it makes me think you should ignore them. Absolutely, 100%. If somebody offers criticism, like work on your audio, work on this, work on that, it's something creative, and they're offering a suggestion or a solution, that's something to maybe listen to, because it might be somebody that makes YouTube videos for themselves and knows what can be improved. But if somebody's just saying, oh, you're an idiot and you're boring, then who gives a fuck? Their opinion obviously doesn't matter. They're just a troll. So don't let it bother you, man. And then Scottish Shucky says, thank you so much for your support, and I apologize for asking that via Super Chat. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. AC Costello, please, Captain. Where'd those bookshelves come from? They look great and strong enough to hold all those books. They are great, and they're super, super strong. Plus, they're not uniform. They got the different heights, which looks really cool. And I got them from The Brick. The Brick is a Canadian company. It's a Canadian furniture store. Thebrick.ca has them. So that's where I got them from. Raj, the block button is very powerful. It is. Scottish Trekkie, I really appreciate your assistance and support. Thank you, everyone. Uh, Thank you, Scottish Trekkie. Um, Scottish Trekkie goes on to say, everyone here, thank you so much for your support. I'm emotional here how much you and Trekyards love me so much. Well, yeah, I mean, we love supporting all other content creators and got to meet you in Birmingham and it was great. And, play Bridge Crew and stuff together. Um, I consider you a friend and I'm always want to help out my friends when it comes to their endeavors. Um, so absolutely don't worry about it. Dan Kiefer, hey man, do you play Dreams VR? Can make Star Trek stuff on that, right? Do I play Dreams VR? I don't know what Dreams VR is, so I would say that no, I don't play it. And you can make Star Trek stuff on it. That's cool. But I don't know what Dreams VR is. I might have to look that up. I have spoken says, are you looking forward to season 3 of Discovery or not? I am, because they are in uncharted waters, if you will, being in the future, and I'm always looking forward to Discovery. I'm always looking forward to new Star Trek. Period. Dependent, not dependent upon what it is. I just love Star Trek, and every episode of Discovery I get excited for because it's like, ooh, new Star Trek. It's going to be something good. I get to see some Tilly. I get to see I like Stamets as a character. I get to see something new. I'm excited. So I'm super excited for season 3. Maybe super excited is a little too much. I'm tempered by seasons 1 and 2 and Picard being what they were. So season 3 is done. I'm super excited, but I mean, there's a possibility there that they can make things really good being in the future. They could also F a few things up. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yes, I'm still excited for season 3. I'm always got that positive air about me when I go into something new Star Trek-y. So take that for what it's worth. View from Lookout, £2. Hey Cap, how's it going? It is going well, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Scottish Trekkie throws in another £10, which is amazing. Thank you, sir. Captain Foley, I am so sorry I brought this unwanted message to your super chat, and thank you for your support. This is for your kindness, brother. It wasn't an unwanted message, so don't apologize for super chatting, but I appreciate the super chats. They do help out our channel, and we really appreciate any of that support. So thank you, Scottish Trekkie. If any of you else out there feel the need that you want a super chat, please do so. We would really appreciate it. It does help us out. So 50 people watching, 52 likes. That's great. If you haven't hit like yet, hit the like button, guys. It's a really simple thing you can do to support the channel. Helps out the algorithm and helps us out and just makes us feel good about everything. So if you can, please do so. Tom Zeros48. Hey Stuart, it's been a while since I got to watch one of your lives. Well, good to see you, Tom. Not sure how long it's been since I remember seeing you quite often on here on the lives, so couldn't have been that long. But good to have you back, man. Dan Kiefer, holy crap, you don't know about dreams? Look it up ASAP. Well, I know about dreams. You have dreams every night. Sometimes you remember them, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're nightmares. No, I don't know about Dreams VR. I will have to take a look at that. I'll forget. So Dan Kiefer, message me on, let's say, Facebook Messenger, so that when I get off the live and I go and check my messages, or somebody out there, somebody that's watching right now, message me, direct message me on Messenger right now saying Dreams VR as a reminder. That's all you need to put. Then I'll finish the live, I'll put stuff away, I'll go downstairs, check my other messages, and go, oh, Dreams, oh yeah, I'll look it up then. Otherwise, I'll forget. Somebody message me, somebody. Power 543. We just try and be friends with all. Treat others as you would want to be treated. Yeah, the golden rule. Exactly. And when they prove themselves to be assholes, you boot them out the door and not have to worry about them ever again. That's how it works. That's why I think it's funny when people will message me or comment on a video of ours saying, "Oh, look at these Trekyards. Their views were so good before, now they're down so much." It's because Captain Foley is rude to all of his fans. I'm not rude to all my fans. I talk to anybody that messages me. I'm very polite. You sure might catch me in a bad mood where I might be a little bit, not so talkative. I might be very curt and hey, how's it going? And whatever. If I'm rude to you, it's because there was a reason and you were probably an asshole and got said a stupid comment and got muted from the channel or something. Those are the people that tend to go, oh, he's so rude to people. Obviously, you don't know me if you think I'm rude to people. So, Dan Kiefer, you guys need to be on Dreams. I would love to see the quality of your ship models. Oh, okay. If it's making ships and stuff, I won't be able to do that. So, view from Lookout, Trekyards. In the captain's ready room, I'm going... Hold on. View from Lookout, Trekyards. In the captain's ready room, I'm going well. Just been busy looking for work. Lost my job because of COVID, but it's okay. Oh, okay. He's in the captain's ready. Okay. Well, good luck on your job hunt. Hope everything goes well. And if you're out there watching this and you have a position open somewhere, think about View from Lookout and try hiring him. I don't know how that would work, how you get in touch with him or anything like that, but I'm trying to help out. Squadron Course, in my honest opinion, you guys do a really good job of being balanced. Well, thank you. That's what we attempt. And it's not really that we attempt to do it. We just say exactly what's on our mind, what we like and what we don't like. It just happens to be that we don't sway one way or the other. So thank you. Scottish Trekkie throws in another 10 pounds. Away from this bull, are you looking forward to season 4 of Discovery, Star Trek Discovery? And how do you see the season going and go into season 4 if fourth season comes? Live long and prosper. Yes, I'm looking forward to season 3. How do I see it going? I see them restoring the good name of the Federation or Starfleet, whatever the situation is that has destroyed the Federation. I see them rebuilding it or trying to. Going into season 4, I can see another cliffhanger of sorts, perhaps them having the opportunity to get home. Actually, I think season 4 will probably lead into the short trek Calypso, where the Discovery is told to wait 1,000 years for the crew to come back and let its AI kind of stew. I think that's probably going to be the cliffhanger for leading into season 4, if there is one. But, I mean, that's just speculation, and we do speculation videos all the time, so that can change, especially when we start watching season 3 and seeing what's involved, so don't quote me on that necessarily. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions. Cap, I think the TIE Reaper is my new favorite ship in Star Wars, thanks to Squadrons. Yeah, I've been playing Squadrons. Last night, actually, I was playing a mission live, and all of a sudden I got a message pop up on screen, disconnected from server. So I reconnected and then finished the mission, and there was maybe a minute left of the mission, and then went back and checked, and yeah, it had disconnected the live, so you didn't even see the end of the mission. But you're getting a feel for Star Trek or Star Wars via Squadrons VR via the channel while I'm playing, so which I really do like doing. I enjoy doing those kind of things, playing the games and stuff, so. Donnie Pearson, I am stoked about season 3 of Star Trek Discovery. I hope it would rule rather than drool. Well, that's always the desire, right? That's always what we want. Salvador Lowry. Hello, salute me. Salute me? Phil Saunders, what? That is a hell of a bookcase. Nice. Yeah, it's actually 3 bookcases. There's this one, and there's one over there too, which we're getting the library slowly put together here. New bookcases are on the way to fill in other parts, and lots of cool stuff. Judge 1981, rude to people, just airlock. We just airlock window lovers on the bridge. Adaboss. William Jackson says, Adaboss, balanced is right. Dan Kiefer, my final dreams comment. Captain Foley, you, yes, you will be able to make ships and walk around inside them in VR. If not, then you can criticize everyone else's work. LOL. Me? I can do it? Are you saying that it's the program that makes it possible, or that I have the ability within myself to do that? You're probably referring to the program, aren't you? And I'm sure it can do that, but whether I have the ability to do it or not, that's something else. William Jackson, great. Go to orientation tomorrow, so a little psyched. Cool. Cool. Mark Felipe, I have reserved optimism for season 3. Yeah, that's pretty much the thing to say. Ross Trekyards, do you think Daniels might be mentioned or appear in Star Trek Discovery season 3? I would like that if it was done properly. If they can tie in Daniels and the whole Cold War thing, the Temporal Cold War, I would love it. Do I want them to? Not really. I'd rather they not touch that. However, since the Temporal Cold War had the ability on Enterprise to set a lot of things to rights, and they didn't. If they could tie it into Discovery and then set everything right, cool. If done properly, so that'd be kind of neat. I would. Honestly, I don't want them to cheap out and go that route if they don't have to. Or if they don't have a strong enough story. If they do have something good enough, yes, absolutely. I would love to hear reference of Daniels and maybe have Daniels return. We'll. Dan H. I hate all the new Star Treks. TNG, DS9, Voyager, and TOS are the only good ones. Well, sorry to hear that, man. Raj, yes, I really like the library you have there. Well, thank you, Raj. William Jackson, amen. I'm also stoked about season 3. View from Lookout at Trekyards. Been watching the Battlestar Galactica, the series that started in 2004. But hey, gotta start somewhere. We'll be watching the 1978 one as well. Are you going to review their ships? From the 1978 one, we've actually reviewed... we've done mission briefings on the original Battlestar and I believe the Viper. Not sure. If not, just type in Trekyards, Battlestar Galactica, and then Viper or Pegasus or whatever. Any ship that you're interested in. We've probably done a video about it, either a mission briefing or even one of my Eagle Moss reviews on it. So there'll be those there to check out. But yes, we'd like to review all the ships at some point. From all the different series and franchises. That's a lot of work. But anyway, yeah, that's at some point we intend to do all of them. So, Devo77X, have you seen the USS Overkill going to ludicrous speed? It's basically a Connie with 15 nacelles. I have not. Those multi-nacelle designs are funny. A lot of people get all up in arms about it. If anybody shares one, it's like, why are you sharing this crap? You know, it's like, relax. It's fine. Judge 1981, $5. When can we get Captain Foley a velvet smoking jacket for weekend lives? I would love a velvet smoking jacket, very similar to what Sherlock Holmes had. I think would be great. And yeah, sorry, I'm just wearing a t-shirt today. I'm not wearing anything fancy. I kind of thought that after I sat down and started filming. I'm like, I look like a goddamn bum. I shouldn't be doing this today. But, oh well. Dan Kiefer, I'm saying people with no talent can do it, and people with talent, or at least dedication, will do it better. So yes, you can do it. I'll believe you. I'll believe you. Bradley Briggs, Trekyards. I have an old Enterprise 1701 ship model I was given by a friend. It's a cardboard puzzle type thing with lights and sound effects. Not sure if it's worth anything or not. Do you know? Cardboard puzzle type thing. It's one of those 3D puzzles. I don't know. Didn't know there was a Enterprise version of it. And I don't know if it's worth anything. Probably not really. Devo 77X. I think after the temporal Cold War, all-time ships were mothballed. Brian Kesterson, Judge 1981, very continental. LOL, he does need one. Yes, he does, says Judge 1981. Richard Jogana, would you like Eagle Moss to do the Star Wars ships? Yes. Eagle Moss does some great work, and are they perfect? No. But just getting the ships in any format, perfect or not, is great, because some of them you'll never see in any other way than Eagle Moss. So by all means, bring on the ships. S1 Anwar, Trekyards. I counted 15 producers on Lower Decks, episode 9. We are lucky that isn't the problem this time. Yeah, too many producers in the kitchen really ruins things for sure. That's kind of the problem with all new movies and TV shows. They tend to be over producerized. Tom Zeros 48. Stuart, did you see Enola Holmes on Netflix? What did you think? I haven't seen it yet. It's one me and Sylvia have been meaning to watch. We just haven't had the time. But I think it's either tonight or later this week we'll be watching it. So I'm looking forward to checking it out and giving you my thoughts on it. Alistair Chud, episode 9 was so good that everyone wanted a producer credit. Yeah, I guess. Blake Cooper, hi Captain, big fan. Do you think that Lower Decks will get more seasons? I'm really enjoying the post-Nemesis Star Trek. Yes, absolutely. I think Lower Decks will get more seasons. I know that season 2 was in the works, or is in the works, and hopefully will be available next year. And I think there's 12 episodes for season 2. There's only been 10 for season 1, so more episodes for the next season. It's a great thing, great news. And I would love to see it go on for many, many seasons. I think there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of gold that they can mine out of that series. So. Scottish Trekkie throws in another $10 or £10 super chat. Thank you. At Trekyards and Captain Foley, I'm going to have to log away as I'm up early tomorrow for my work. I'll wish you all the best for future, and hopefully we meet again if London Destination Star Trek happens. Absolutely. Have a good one, and have a good day at work tomorrow. And yeah, I'd love to meet up with you at some point. I'm not sure. I'll be going to the destination London at the end of next year. It's all tentative right now, as opposed like if the COVID thing's going to still be a thing, or but I would like to go to more, obviously, and yes, definitely want to meet up with you next time I'm there. So thank you for the super chats, and have a good day at work, my friend. Cade MacArthur, it's pretty sad that TOS and Enterprise visually have a lot more in common with each other than they do with Discovery, even though it's supposed to take place between the two. Yes. It's a problem, one of the big problems with Discovery, and why I could call it the Discoveryverse, because it is clearly its own universe. It does not tie into the Prime timeline. It doesn't fit in that timeline. So, it's fine. That Junkman, wow, the captain is live. Hey, Junkman, how is it going? I saw the Smarties made a cameo appearance in your last video there. You finished the Smarties. Hopefully you liked them. I know you hated the chips, but, there's no accounting for taste. You said you're a picky eater, so hopefully you like some of the chocolate that I sent. And everybody, go subscribe to the Junkman on YouTube. William Jackson, no spoilers. For what? Lat 7A. We need an Eagle Moss collection that is all at scale with each other. That'd be very difficult to do, especially for Star Trek ships, because there are such varied scales. Like, to get a good sized anything, like let's say a good sized TOS Connie, there you go. But then you need to get an Enterprise D in scale with that, and it's like, which, okay, fine, maybe doable. Then you get like smaller ones, like the shuttles. It's like, well, can you really scale the shuttle properly to the ship? there's problems with that, and I'm sure that that's why they don't do it. But I mean, a set of six enterprises, much like the Polar Lights model set, where they're all to scale of each other. I'd buy that, and I think that's something they could definitely do. So yeah, depends on the ships. You couldn't do it with every ship though. There's no way you could have just a standardized scale line. That wouldn't work. Dan Kiefer, have you ever watched My Octopus Teacher on Netflix? No. Is that like Japanese porn? They like their octopi. Just saying. But no. Becky Schultz, hello, stopping by for a bit. Been a while since I've been able to watch a live. Becky, it has been a while since I've seen your name show up in the live. Good to see you, and welcome back. William Jackson, lower can make 10. Lower decks can make 10 seasons. Is that what you're saying? I would totally be on board with that. Brian Kesterson, glad, at Becky Schultz, glad that you got some time to spend with us. Absolutely. That Junkman, LOL, made, I need more Smarties. They're not the same as the ones here. Thanks again. Oh man, I need more Smarties. Yeah, Smarties here they're candy coated chocolate. They're candy coated milk chocolate, much like an M&M, but better. And the Smarties that you got there, we also have here, but they're called Rockets here. They're the little hard sugar candies, which I love. I love Rockets, but here they're called Rockets. There they're called Smarties. Our Smarties up here are something completely different. So, Devo77X, Discovery was trying to be visual update, but can Strange New Worlds succeed where they failed? Yes, but Strange New Worlds is already is set in the Discovery verse, so as a visually updated and different TOS era, fine, but don't say it's Prime. That's all. Sean O'Neill, any hints on upcoming Saturday ship videos to expect? Lots. It depends on. See, since we're going into Discovery, new season of Discovery, it's going to be tricky because we're going to see new ships probably in Discovery, which means as soon as we see the new ship, we're going to have a video about it on the following Saturday. We do have a bunch filmed, and we just don't have a good buffer for as far as them edited to go. So Saturdays are kind of an on-the-fly thing right now, depending on what's available, what's in the new show, if anything. So I don't really have anything specific to say. I just know that there's some really great ones that are filmed and should be edited and ready to go at some point. We got one on the Ring Ship Enterprise, the holodeck video. We got some other ones on like impulse engines and things like that. So there's a bunch of technical ones at some point will be coming out, but I can't say when. I have no idea. Kate MacArthur, remember when you and Calkins assumed that Discovery was the result of a joint Klingon Federation collaboration? I never thought that. I thought that was a fucking stupid idea. I remember people talking about that, but I do not remember me ever being on board with that. People were saying when they saw the Discovery Alpha, the very first Discovery with the shorter nacelles, which was a lot better, by the way, that it was part Klingon design. I never bought into that, and I don't know if we talked about that specifically. I'm sure we did a video where it's mentioned at least, but I never bought that. Bradley Briggs, apparently the ship puzzle thing I have cost $50 new. There's a lot for a cardboard kit. I'd have to see which one it was because I'd be interested to find out. William Jackson, LOE, Japanese porn. Power 543, being at scales would make shuttles and escape pods pointless and non-doable and make the larger ships like the Borg Cube pointless too. Yes. I mean, like, you can have a heavy cruisers line, which all the heavy cruisers are in scale. You can have a standardized shuttle line where the shuttles are in scale. They kind of do that now with the shuttles packs, but they're not to scale. But you can have the shuttle line, the heavy cruiser line, and then like the extreme line where they're scaled down from what they would be compared to the heavy cruiser line, but they're still in scale with each other, the larger ships. There's ways to do it, but yeah. Commander Calkins also says in scale would only work for medium scale ships, and then you're losing so many that, and then you can't complain that the Defiant is so much smaller than the Enterprise E, etc. So you'd have to small, medium, large at scale, but then you're losing the point of what you're trying to do. Basically, no point. Thank you, Commander. You summed it up perfectly there. Mark Felipe, I would like to see a live action scene with a lower decks uniform. I like to see just live action lower decks because the voice actors look very much like their characters. So it's definitely something that would be doable. Vindor, Captain, have you seen the Eagle Moss Regular 1 lab? I pre ordered and I'm looking forward to it. I have not seen that yet. I am also looking forward to it. I didn't know that was actually going to be a thing. Richard Jogna, I heard there's a company going to do an electronic Negva Klingon ship, just like the Playmate Star Trek ships. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Negvar. Which company and any idea on any details, when or whatever? I would look forward to that as well. Matt Deckard, Strange New Worlds is Discovery, but what if Discovery looks back and only sees Prime? Then they need to fix things. Power 543. Even each Enterprise is not that worth it, as the NX is so much smaller than the Enterprise E. Either Enterprise E is huge, or the NX-01 is pointlessly small. It's not pointlessly small, Samuel. The 2400 scale Polar Lights kit, they have the Enterprise collection, which is all to scale of each other, and I have them all. They're the Cadet series or the 2400 scale or 2500 scale. So the Enterprise E is about that big, and then they scale up from there, and then the Enterprise E is like that big of a model, and the Enterprise NXO. Anyway, I have them all to scale in that, and they work. So I could see that being a thing that Eagle Moss would do. Matt Deckard, Impulse, the smaller the red area, the faster the ship. Dun dun dun. Squadron Course, the Defiant is a great little ship. It's just great at being badass. That Junkman, $5. Did we know Picard had artificial heart before the Q episode Tapestry? Never was sure. No. Oh, yes, we did. Yes. Season 2 with Pulaski, because he has to go to get something done with his heart because his artificial heart is failing. That's where he tells Wesley the story about what happened. I got stabbed in the back by a Nausicaan and needed the artificial heart. So yes, in season 2 with Dr. Pulaski, we did find that out. Tapestry is quite a bit later. So yes. Squadron Course, could you do a mix of XL and regular Eagle Moss ships so you can get big stuff like the Enterprise D and E and XL, but get smaller ships in the regular sizes? That would probably work. Not for every ship, though. Devo77X, I read a story that basically pointed out the Defiant failed at its mission because in First Contact we see it getting basically left for dead by the Borg, who was designed to fight. Well, that's because it was an Enterprise crew movie, so they couldn't have the Defiant save the day. The Defiant had to get wounded or damaged in that battle so that it was kind of pointless. Otherwise, what's the point? You don't want the Defiant kicking butt in a movie with the Enterprise, Nadia. Kate MacArthur, if you were in charge of Discovery, what would be different? Every fucking thing. It would look like it's supposed to. It would look Cage era. It would look TOS styled. It would look proper. And we've done episodes, mission briefings on ships designed to be the Discovery, but look era appropriate with the right nacelles, the right colors, and they look great. That's what I would be doing. Matt Deckard, how are you liking Squadrons? I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I've been doing the gameplays on the channel, so check those out. BJ Vincent, hey Cap, did you see the variant ambassador class that was considered for use in an episode of Pegasus as the USS Pegasus as an alternative for the intended reuse of the Oberth class model? Yes, I've seen it. I didn't know that existed until probably about a year ago, but yes, I've seen what you're talking about. Power 543. Yes, Picard mentions his heart in season 2 with Wesley in the shuttle. Yes. William Jackson, the NX was great. The NX was great. Shields Shields no for the Hydro Bay, aka Spore Builder. The NX was. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Squadron Course. When the Defiant class ships need to work in groups to take on a Borg cube, you'd think so. They're a ridiculous amount of power in a small package, and that's why they are supposed to be Borg busters, because they have the quantum torpedoes. They got a lot of punch in a little ship. So, but yeah, I could see a squadron of them being the best thing. Tom Zeros 48. Stuart, have you got any game print models? I've got a few, and they're pretty good, I think. Yeah, I've got my TOS Constitution class ship from Game Print with the angled struts and stuff, and they're pretty great. I wouldn't mind getting a bigger version, but they're just so fucking expensive. They're too expensive. They're prohibitively expensive, unfortunately. The new plaques that they have, where it's kind of like a half the ship mounted on like a plaque, are neat, and I'd like to get one. But that being said, because of the struts and the design of the Constitution class, my 3D printed one, the struts are very weak, so the engines sag quite a bit. So you need to. They have issues. There are other ships I do want to get printed, such as my Manticore class, but just haven't had the opportunity or the money to do so. Paul Warren, haha, great answer. I don't know what you're talking about, what my great answer was, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Power 543, the USS Defiant actually did very well in the battle with the Borg. It fought for like 10 hours and was one of the last 15 ships left in the massive fleet. We just saw the last 5 minutes of the battle. He is right about that. Blake Cooper, man, I wish they had hired E.C. Henry to do Disco. Yeah, and there's many other people I wish they would have hired. And not only hired, but fucking listened to. Because they did hire some impressive talent. But when those designs were offered up, it was the stupid design by committee bullshit, where the producers are sitting around going, we don't like that. We want that to look like this. It can't look like anything that came before. Because this is our Star Trek. And we want to piss all over it and say, hey, we made that. So change it. I don't want it to look like anything that's come before. But it fits in between these two time periods, so it has to. Nope. It must look like we say. Go fuck off. So yes, E.C. Henry would have been great on there, but it doesn't matter who's working for you if the people in charge aren't going to listen to the people that they've hired to keep them on the straight and narrow. So, Raj, they should hire you and Samuel for ship designs in the next Star Trek series and movies. Samuel for ship design, absolutely. Me for canon, gonna slap you in the face ishness. I'll be the canon department. Come to me with a stupid fucking idea, and I'll go, how are you gonna make that fit into canon? Well, we're gonna do this, this, and this. Yeah, but when you do that, it violates that. So how are you gonna fix that? How about you just don't do that? And instead, do this. I'd be more of the canon guy. Ships, yes, to a certain degree, but Samuel's really good with ships and making sense of what makes sense on a ship and why it's there and what it should be used for and how it should look. He's really good at that. So I'd have him more in charge of the ship stuff. But yes, just have us both here. Jeff Jacobs, 264. Not sure if anyone paid for 50, but I will pay for 64. We have 49 people watching with 66 likes. That's a great ratio, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And if you can super chat, please do. Super chats have been okay. And, I would like a few more, though, to close out. Would be great. War God 6, the plaques from Game Print were canceled. Oh, were they? Well, that sucks, because those are looking cool. I was looking forward to those. Squadron Course, great point at Power 543. The movie doesn't convey the actual length of the battle very well. No, it definitely doesn't. Raj Luthra. Apparently they were planning to destroy the Defiant in Star Trek First Contact. Thank goodness they did not. Yeah, they were going to do that, but decided, or were told, guys, that's the ship for DS9. Please don't do that. So they decided not to. Fulgore CZ. The Defiant in First Contact is actually the renamed Sao Paulo. Why does it have the Defiant? because it was renamed to Defiant. It was the Sao Paulo, or was it at that point? No, because First Contact was before the Defiant was destroyed in Deep Space Nine. Then after it got destroyed in Deep Space Nine, they got it replaced with the Sao Paulo, which they then renamed in honor of the Defiant. And even though it was the Defiant, it didn't have a cloaking device at that point, because the only Defiant class ship that had a cloaking device was the Defiant, which just had got destroyed. So yeah. Fall Core CZ Defiance Bridge, and not the Sao Paulos. Oh, because they would have changed it, but it was the Defiant at that point. Pretty sure. If it was the Sao Paulo that was renamed to the Defiant by the time First Contact came around, which I don't think it was, because First Contact happened way before the Defiant got destroyed. Even if it was the Sao Paulo renamed Defiant, they would have changed the bridge to look like the Defiant, I think, eventually. So, AC Castillo, if anyone here played BOTF, they'd remember how badass the Defiant class heavy escorts were. A fleet of them could dominate the field. BOTF, what's that? Battle of the Federation. Dark Blood Revisited. Hi, Kat. My wife and I had a trip to Vasquez Rocks booked for this summer, but COVID-19 canceled that. Was really looking forward to it. Can you recount your experiences there? Oh, man. Going to see Vasquez Rocks was surreal. We actually, Samuel and myself went with Alec Peters, actually. This was after the whole JJ said everything would be fine thing, and it's a long story. Anyway, we were in LA. He drove us down there. We climbed Vasquez Rocks. We got some footage of it from my captain's log. You can see quite a bit of that footage. It was really cool. Not quite what I expected. Very close to civilization, and not in the middle of nowhere or a long drive. So I was kind of surprised with where it was located. Plus, it's like between a highway and like a housing project, but it's there. It's epic. It's very cool. So, if you get a chance to go at some point, by all means, go. Defiant was destroyed in productions. First contact took place in 2373. Defiant was destroyed in 2375. Yeah, that's what I thought. Raj Luthra. The Sao Paulo was introduced in season 7, and the name changed to Defiant. BJ Vincent. I found it on Memory Alpha under USS Pegasus, and there is art and Deviant on Deviant Art Cruiser. USS Pegasus by Ship Schematics Net. View from Lookout at Trekyards. Looking forward to the Orville season 3. I think we all are. Dan Kiefer. If not, it was not the Sao Paulo. This dude is on crack. William Jackson, $3. Thanks to Donnie P for turning me on to you. Well, thank you, Donnie P, and thank you, William Jackson, and enjoy the content. Mark, First Contact was before the Cardassians joined the Dominion. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly when it was. I was pretty sure it was before the last season of DS9. And Jeff Jacobs shares a link there to my visit to Vasquez Rocks. Cade MacArthur, Lorca should have never turned out to be a villain. He should have just been a guy with PTSD. 1000% agree. I love Lorca. I love the character. Power 543. Yes, Sao Paulo was right at the end of DS9. First Contact was earlier. Volgor CZ. Raj Lutra. I was referring to Junk Ball's video on Defiance Bridge, but if he wasn't the Sao Paulo, it is a moot point. I had the timeline wrong. Yeah, no problem. No problem. AC Castillo, Birth of the Federation. Captain, you must check it out. Old 90s game centered on TNG era. Turn-based. Moddable as hell now. Yes, I had Birth of the Federation. Never really enjoyed it, though, personally. I like the other games like Armada and Starfleet Command and stuff. Those are more my bag. And Jeff Jacobs puts another Vasquez Rocks video there. Raj puts in Trekyards. Have you seen the recent information from season 3 of the Orville? No. but I've been talking to Doug Drexler, so maybe I know the information. I don't know. Devo77X. I remember there was an idea for one more Star Trek movie after Nemesis where Riker and the Titan get into trouble and are rescued by Voyager, Defiant, and Enterprise E. Imagine that crossover. That would be great. I don't think that was ever a serious idea that they would have come up with. It seems more like a novel or a series of novels to me. There's a series of novels that does a crossover for TOS, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and TNG, and it's the Demons. I think it's called Demons. But there's 4 books, one in each timeline, or one in each series, essentially, and they all tie in with one central theme, which are these aliens that induce nightmares. And I read them so long ago, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, those kind of crossovers are more novel ideas as opposed to something you'd see on screen. Raj Luthra, that was the original idea for Star Trek 11 before Star Trek Nemesis is going to be in the last TNG movie. I wish they did that idea. Well, I didn't know that was actually considered for a movie, but that's kind of neat. Lower Decks or the animated series? Kind of a vague question. I enjoy them both, but for different reasons. If I had to choose just one existing, I'd need a few more seasons of Lower Decks first to make that call. I really enjoy the animated series, though. I don't mind the filmation animation style, really, and the stories were pretty great, plus the original voice actors. So there's a lot going for it. The problem is I hate the music on the animated series. It's just garbage. Dun, 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 dun. It tries too hard to be something epic, and it just fails miserably. So, yeah, I can't really answer that question. Blake Cooper, am I wrong in thinking that the Mirror Universe humans weren't sensitive to light until disco? I don't know. And in reading canon as to why that happened. It was only mentioned in Discovery as a way to explain Lorca's eye drop bullshit, and then it was dropped right away because even the Giorgio, who's the Empress from the Mirror Universe, goes onto the bright and shiny Enterprise bridge and doesn't it's just a stupid throwaway line to explain something that didn't need to be explained. And yeah, their sensitivity to light from the Mirror Universe makes no fucking sense at all. It's garbage. It's garbage. Squadron Course crossovers are tricky, easy to have too much fan service. Yes and no. I agree with that. I do love crossovers to death, though. But to say there's too much fan service is a term I hate in general. Just using if there's a page of writing and there's like 15 references on that one page alone, that's fan service. That's too much fan service. Dropping a name here and there or a reference to something, if it's done well, I don't consider it fan service. So, View from Lookout. Have you seen Star Trek First Frontier, the fan movie? Yes. E.R. Mixon's Craziest Theories. I think a good space for that kind of crossover is Lower Decks. Yes, 1000% agree. Devo77X. The animated series kept us going before the motion picture. Cade MacArthur. If it were up to me, I'd set Discovery in a post-Nemesis era where the Klingons would be a completely new species, probably the Herc. Cade, I agree. We've said that since the beginning. If they had put this post-Nemesis, even the ship designs would be great. The Klingons' deviation could be great. It could be an ancient sect of Klingons that have come back. They were either frozen for centuries and revived, or they started, like I said, it was a cult, so they genetically altered themselves to appear like these Klingorks, as people call them. I would be fine with everything that Discovery did if it was set pre-Nemesis. Or post-Nemesis, I mean. So, yes, I 1000% agree with that. And we've said that all along, since the beginning of Discovery, so... Raj, theories, they can still do that crossover in Star Trek Picard. Dan Kiefer, Cade, the new Klingons and as the Herc would be pretty cool. Yep, We've talked about that as well. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. The TOS actors would be better served in animation. We could even see them as the animated series designs. Except their voices are aged. Their voices can age, guys. You can tell that they're not their young selves. So, BJ Vincent, $5. Hey Cap, have you seen on DeviantArt a Galaxy class refit by Jet Freak 7 and by Rusty0918? I haven't seen those specifically, but I know Jet Freak 7 does some fantastic work. Rusty0918, I'm not familiar with the name, but those are ones that I should probably check out apparently. Devo77X, I think Star Trek Online tried to tie Discovery into Trek. They even had Worf become the torchbearer. Did they? I must have missed that because Star Trek Online does try to do things well like that. It's just one that I can't see working. Raj, craziest theories true. They can do animation. War God 6, I theorized Discovery was CBS's way to roadblock Axanar. No, I don't think so. The ideas for Discovery were around before Axanar, or at the same time at least. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. Well, it is post-Nemesis now, so yay. Brian Kesterson, please be sure to hit like if you do not do so. If you did not do so, thank you, as always, for your patronage and super chats. Yes, you guys are doing great. The likes are fantastic right now. Super chats are a little light, but that's okay. We're still having a good time. Let's see, we've been going here for just over an hour. I'll probably wrap this up soon, actually, because my back is getting sore and I should go take some aerobics for the pain. Because just standing all day yesterday at that London Comic-Con marketplace really killed my back. And there will be footage of that in Captain's Log this week. But the Q&A Captain's Log will probably be Friday. But before that, you should see the London Comic-Con one. So a few things to look out for there from me at least. Plus, I'm going to be doing some videos for my Captain Foley personal channel, finally, that are going to be exclusive to that channel. So if you have not subscribed to that, please go over and do so. As you can see, I have many other interests besides just Star Trek, and there's lots that I'd like to talk to you guys about. So that's a good place to go and for me to do videos on different content and stuff. So plus I'll probably put a lot of my Captain Foley plays or my video game content over on the Captain Foley personal channel, as a lot of it doesn't really suit Trekyards or even Fleetyards. So a lot of that stuff's going to be migrating over there. So if you have not subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel and you don't want to miss out on anything like that, please go over there right now and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys over there as well. But yeah, I'm probably going to call this quits in a minute here. Dan Kiefer, I really want to see Klingons and Picard. What would the powers that be do to them? Give me that. Just give me every type of Klingon in a mosh pit. Yes, I agree. And that's something I wish they would have done from the get-go. View from Lookout at Trekyards. Which book opens the secret door then, Captain? That's something you're going to have to figure out on your own. Maybe one of them is worn a little bit more than another one. You know, I'm not going to tell you the secret. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. Have you ever read the IDW Comics crossover with Q? Yes, I've read all of those. Very well done. Cade MacArthur, I'd probably also write the proper Klingons into the show by having a character mention the Discovery being the result of a technology exchange with the Klingons, explaining its weird design. I would not do that. That's incredibly dumb, in my opinion. I do not think it looks like a weird Klingon design, even though a lot of people have stated that it does. Stolen tech, maybe. Maybe I'd go with that. Technology exchange, no. No, because 2267 was the year that the Klingons and the Romulans came up with their treaty with the technology exchange and whatnot. So I don't No, not everything has to be that. Stolen tech, reverse engineered tech from the future, something like that might explain it a little bit better. But Dan Kiefer, they're really old Herc ships. Yeah, we talked about the sarcophagus ship perhaps being an ancient ship, and it wasn't. At least if it was, they never really explained it properly. But that wouldn't explain the rest of the ships in the fleet. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call that quits for now. Like I said, my back is starting to really bother me. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This has been a fun live. I will be doing a VR Star Wars Squadrons video later tonight, continuing the story. And hopefully it doesn't die in the middle of a mission this time like it did last night. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. You have yourselves a great day and a good rest of the weekend. And we will see you tomorrow. We got a few lives this week. And then the last episode of Lower Decks coming out on Thursday with our review on Friday. And then this weekend on Sunday will be our Drunk Lives, where we recap all of Season 1 of Lower Decks. And then next week, on Wednesday, the 14th, is our 6-year anniversary. Trekyards will be turning 6. So we might have another drinking thing on Wednesday. So Sunday and Wednesday. So save your money for that. Don't forget Dreams VR on PS4. I will have to check it out. Somebody send me a reminder. I know that's a reminder, but like I said, once I turn this off and turn the iPad off and put the case back on my phone and put the tripod away and put the light away and recharge the battery and then get downstairs, I'll forget all about it. So if somebody messages me, this is Dreams on VR or whatever, I'll probably remember. If it's on the PlayStation, awesome. I will definitely check it out. But anyway, there's John Brewer. Don't forget Dreams VR on the PSVR. Thank you very much. There come the messages. Don't forget, says Dan. Thank you, Dan. I'll try not to forget. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been fun. Thank you, Commander, if you're still here as well. I will see you tomorrow to do some filming, and we'll have lives this week. So hopefully see all of you guys then. Until then, it's Captain Foley signing off. Have yourselves a